everybody. So awesome to be able to share this announcement news with you. So we've all been hanging out for the last few months. Some of us from the start of the year through the Productive Wellbeing Show. Some of us have sort of just got to know each other over the last couple of months. This year has been unprecedented. Like, how much can that word be overused? And the Productive Wellbeing Show was started to support people working from home. The 8 for Me self-care challenge was started to support people that needed to bring self-care into their life. And then the Reset was started to help pretty much all of us who have found our mojo just got stolen by the Corona coaster. And then it's just evolved and evolved and evolved. So the plan was that we would turn this into an ongoing community. Now, I am forever known to be evolving and innovating things. And when I when I heard the announcement about what was going on and how we were all sort of in for another 6 months of whatever the latest changes are in the UK, and if you're in other countries, I'm sure you're sort of experiencing similar things within your country, that literally things are changing day by day by day by day by day. I really found that hit my mental health, it hit my motivation, it hit my inspiration, and that's something that I don't generally share, and people say that I should share it more. But the specific reasons that I don't share are because where attention goes, energy flows. And so if I share that I'm feeling terrible and you're not feeling so great either, then we're just in a room full of all of us feeling terrible. So for me, I will always try to very quickly focus on what I've got, what I can do, how I can do things, which is where gratitude is kind of my savior. And exercise and all of the other different things that we learned through the 8-minute challenge that we did. So when it comes to this group, I really felt for myself personally that just having an open-ended kind of thing wasn't really going to be enough. So what I have decided to do, announcement, is turn the group into a 3-month reset so that all of us can focus on what we want to achieve in the next 3 months, using the process of what we worked on for the last 2 months of setting 2 goals, going through the workbook, spending time assessing where we are in our life right now, and then posting into the group every day to keep accountable for what, if we're doing what we said we were going to do, and then evaluating that at the end, but turning it into a set, fixed 3-month approach. So if you're sort of familiar with this in the business world, they would call this a sprint, because you would set a goal for the quarter. So in essence, we are entering into quarter 4 of the year, which is October, November, and December. So it's like a 3-month sprint. Other people might call it 90-day program. But for me personally, sort of trying to keep on top of the overwhelm, keep things really simple, I am just calling this the 3-month reset program, so that we're not getting panicked about it's too much and I don't want to do it. In essence, all we're doing is we are committing to keep doing what we've been doing for 3 months together within this group, within this community, and bringing in other people who have done the previous programs to the group to grow the community. So what does that really look like? Let me just share my screen with you to bring up sort of an overview, and let's just go back to what we talked about at the end of our first month sort of hanging out together, the end of the 25-day reset program that you all did in August. Remember how we looked at the month being like a roller coaster, and that at some points of the month we were going to be on a high, kind of almost like, I don't need the group, I don't need anybody, I'm in a brilliant place. And then about the middle of the month, everybody, all of us, naturally just peaked off and productivity, if you like, performance, enthusiasm, motivation just fell off the cliff. And then as the month went on, things then picked up again. This is the value that you get from being in a group. And you may not realize it at the time when you're on the up, but just knowing in the back of your mind that you've got a group, you've got a community, there are people who are on a similar process to you, who think in the same way, is very helpful. And some of you will have found that you've been a member of the group and you've not really taken part, and it's had value for you. And this is it, because every person is different, every individual is different, and everybody has a different way of interacting and dealing with things. It doesn't necessarily mean one person's way is the way. If you're not posting in the group, then you're not doing anything, and that's not what it's about. It literally is about belonging, and it's about having a community in a world, in a time when we all feel so disconnected, disassociated, and struggling to really know which way is up. So this is what happens every month, and this is what is going to happen next month and the month after and the month after. But having the community and having the accountability and the support and the ability to sort of post in what's going on is what counteracts that. Remember, last month we talked about this. Life is a marathon, don't sprint it. I really want to focus in on this is your life, my life, our life. It is important that we live this life, that we love this life, and that we freaking enjoy this life, because it's ours, and doing whatever we want to do, trying whatever we want to try. There is no rule book, there is no magic pill, there is no one size fits all, there is no my way is your way is my way. My training is all about helping any client I work with to step into their own power, to own their own story, to own their life, to do what it is that they want to do. So what's next then? What does this look like? It's not fundamentally changed that much from what we talked about, but it's a 3-month commitment. You will set 2 monthly goals. We will have the monthly setup call. There will be a mid-month check-in, and then at the end of the month, there will be a review and evaluation. They will be like this every single month of the 3 months. And we are really going to focus much more in getting clarity around what goals we're setting and how we're reviewing and evaluating ourselves, because the information and the data we have will help us in the following month. We are, as humans, we overestimate what we think we can achieve in a day or a week, and we underestimate what we can achieve in 3 months. So this is giving us a finite, awesome amount of time, 90 days, to really get some things off our plates before the end of the year, because life is weird, but New Year is always a crazy time where there is an energy of people that really want to revamp things. So by getting your year ended on a high, you will be able to start whatever 2021 looks like on a high. I'll also be recording a bonus goal setting masterclass that you can attend live if you're around, and if not, you'll be able to watch that on demand. That's when we are going to really deep dive more into the goal setting process, so that you can go back to that every month. So the monthly setup call's not going to get really boring. I'm talking about the same thing every month. I won't be, because you can go back to the goal setting masterclass to get the specifics for how to fill things in. Exciting, the workbook's got even more stuff in it. So we are going to be looking more from a coaching and a personal development point of view about who we're being in order to get the results we want. And you're going to be going through this exercise. It's called the Wheel of Life. For any of you that have done coaching before or worked with people, you will understand what this is. You're going to analyze areas of your life out of 10, but more areas than we've done before. And I'm super excited that we can do that, because this is going to help get clarity on the progress that you're achieving. Our brain has this innate ability to overlook all of the great stuff that we're doing and say we've not done enough. But as I said, we are going to be almost not fanatical in a bad way, but we're going to be really disciplined on reviewing and evaluating ourselves so we can start tracking and checking and creating progress and getting into momentum and becoming the best versions of ourselves. Obviously, we've got the group and the accountability, and then the other exciting thing. So this will end at the end of 2020, at the end of December. And then on the 1st of January, a brand new program is going to start. It's called the 24 Goal Year. I've spoken to you about this before. We're almost, in many ways, practicing what this program is going to be. So you will have the opportunity to go into that program in January and be the leaders in that program, because the program is going to be sort of opened up to more people around the world, and you'll have that opportunity to shine within that program. And because I just love doing it, it's likely you're going to get a discount for being part of this group going into that program, which then brings me on to the investment for this. So as I said, this is the 3-month reset. Remember when we spoke before, I mentioned that staying in the group was going to be a monthly investment of $15.99. I am very fanatical about, if I say something, then I must carry that on through. So there's 2 ways that you can be involved. You can stay in this. One is by making a $15.99 payment for 3 months. The other is by paying in full £43.17, and you will get a 10% discount by paying this in full. And in the chart below, I've included all of the figures because I want you to see what the next group are going to be investing to be in this. So basically, and the reason that I've done this is because when I first started my business, I was really rewarded by being the early adopter, by getting into things right at the beginning, and then getting benefits from being in that for the ongoing. There's still products and programs that I bought way back that are being updated now, and I get to do them, but I invested at like half the price that people are investing in now. So as founder investors, founder involvees, founder members, you are always going to get the best deals. I'm going to share the links with you. It is totally up to you. If you want to commit to stay, I would be delighted to do this with you. If you're like, Abigail, the month was fine, the bonus month's been great, but that's it, thanks very much, then no hard feelings. Incidentally, if you'd want to get back in again, you'd be coming in at the new standard price. So the founder member price is only ever for people that stay. When you leave, you reset the clock. That's life, that's the way it goes. What is the other thing I need to say? You have until the 29th of September to make your decision. If you've been a member of this group and you've not fully taken advantage of everything that we've been doing, this is an amazing opportunity for you to hit reset again now. If you massively overachieved in August and then sort of September, you've kind of gone off the boil, this is an amazing opportunity for you to say, right, October, I'm getting back on it, I'm getting back in it. Because this is the training school where we're learning how to do it and we're also implementing. This isn't a class where you sit and you take notes. You will learn more by doing and failing and trying again than you ever will by taking notes and passing the test. there is no test, because what you're learning are the skills for your life. So I'm so excited that we can have the opportunity to do this together. And as I said, if it's not for you, that's absolutely cool. I totally understand. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments, because it might be helpful for others. If the question is more personal, send me a DM. Super happy to sort of have chats with you. And the final thing I want to say is you will be emailed about your evaluation for the end of this month, because I think it's super important that we are honest and we set up a good process for ourselves to always self-evaluate. Because as we said at the end of the last training, it doesn't really matter what other people think and what other people's evaluations are of you. It matters, do you feel better than you did before? Which is why we're really going to be focusing in on, at the start of the month, how we feel, at the end of the month, how we feel, so that we can start to identify what these feelings are sort of telling us. Because emotion is energy in motion. So when you're feeling emotional and it's like a wave of energy, because it's in motion. So we want to be creating waves of energy that are positive, joyful, uplifting, amazing, inspiring energy, so that it comes back at us. Because obviously we know waves go out and they come back. If we're creating energy that's negative, that's disempowering, then this is going to be coming back to us, and it comes back to us in lessons, it comes back to us in people, it comes back to us in results. What we put out, we get back. Nobody else is in charge of that. Nobody else can make us feel bad. That is an inside job. So I am super excited. I can't wait to see who is going to stick around and get going and sort of be the leaders in the group when the new sort of people join the group as well. So take care. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, keep washing your hands.